On the topic of presidents, how cool was it getting to fill out a bracket with Barack Obama?
So amazing. So amazing. So the first year that he filled out his men's bracket, they didn't do a women's bracket. And I think some blowback came from that. And I think the first bracket he filled out on the women's side was with Doris Burke. And then I got to do it for a couple years with him. And it was awesome because you go in and, they're setting up this whole room. I think both times we were in the map room when we did this. And Andy Katz would do the men's bracket with him first. And then it would be my chance to fill it out. And President Obama, at least one of the times, said to me, he's like, Rebecca, all right, I don't follow the women's game quite as closely as I would like to because I'm the president and I don't have time, basically was implied. He said, so like kind of help me through this. So he had filled out the bracket and then he would say who's advancing. And then, it's my turn to throw in the nugget or something about that team. But man, he was just a cool dude. And I love the fact that he was a ball player because, ball players tend to be cool people.
Had you been to the White House before that?
I actually had been to the White House. I went to the White House a couple of times when Bill Clinton was the president. So our 95 team at UConn wins the national championship. And so when you win the national championship, you go to the White House and the team went, but I missed it because I was trying out for the national team, the Olympic team. I was out in Colorado Springs. And so I got invited later in the summer to go, and I jogged with President Clinton, got to go to the Oval Office. There was a couple of us. He kind of gave us like a personal tour. And then George Bush invited Steve to the Oval Office because Steve had been down there to interview him about sports and baseball and all these other things. And so Steve and I got to go to a Christmas party and then went to the White House. We're invited with Barack Obama to fill out the bracket. So and then that's where my visits ended. I have not been to the White House since.